A federal judge is allowing a case to proceed against a Wisconsin judge accused of helping a man evade U.S. immigration agents. Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Hannah Dugan was arrested in April and indicted on federal charges in May. Today, a federal judge rejected Dugan's motion to dismiss the charges against her. Dugan has pleaded not guilty to helping a man who was in the country illegally try to get away from authorities who were trying to arrest him in her courtroom.